Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. In tonight's nightcap, I make some parts for a SNNC steam wagon. Actually one part, but it's quite involved. There's a little bit of everything. A bit of external screw cutting, internal screw cutting, some milling, some handwork, some drilling. I'm sure you'll find it interesting. There's actually 4 parts to the video. I'll show 2 this week and possibly 2 next week. I did mention that I've got an interest in shooting and I've started shooting air rifles again. I have done a short video all about making a silent pellet catcher, which I'll probably put on tonight as a totally separate video, just to see what YouTube make of me putting air rifles on my YouTube channel, because YouTube are a little bit sort of anti-gun. I mean, I'm not going to start killing things, I'm just shooting bits of paper at a target. Anyway, have a look. If you're interested in the air rifle side of things, I can put some more up. That's not a problem. I've got loads and loads of sort of things I need to do to modify my air rifle, targets, that sort of thing. On the health side of things, I'm improving all the time. I'm physically pretty good for considering I'm a bloody pensioner now, but mentally I've sort of stabilised. I'm not the John I was, but I'm getting there, definitely getting there, which in part is, in fact, is totally help from mainly my wife Deborah, friends, a lot of viewers had some fantastic letters, some fantastic emails, and of course a little bit of medication. Right, that's enough talk. Let's get on, see what we can do in the workshop tonight. I've got a nice straightforward machining job here. I've got to make a new blanket plug, the same as that. The material is steel. The thread is BSP parallel, which is 11 TPI Whitworth screw form. I can definitely cut 11 TPI. It's got to have a hex milled on it as well, and I can get one out of that bit of material there. Before I actually make this part here, I've done these before, but I did them in bronze, and the ones I made had a square hole in to screw them in. Before I make it, I'm going to make a thread gauge, so I'm going to put some internal threads onto there, so I can screw that into there and make sure that the threads are good. And I will also use this as a mandrel to hold it in the dividing head or the rotating table when I cut and mill the hex onto it. So the first thing to do is get some measurements off that, square this up, board it out, put some threads through there, get that to fit in there, and then we can start making the job proper. You often spend quite a bit of time making tooling for various bits and pieces, different jobs. I don't think I've got a BSP blank or a BSP union that size. I'll have a quick look. It'd be nice if I had, but I really don't think so. This is the box of adapter plates and fittings I've made over the years for pressure testing various bits and pieces, and there certainly isn't anything there that's anywhere near that thread, at least not a female thread, which is a shame. Not to worry, we'll have to make them. Interesting bit of equipment there. First thing to do is square one end up. Not the best drill in the world, but it's doing the job. And the other thing I get to a cigarette now is a bit of burning oil. This lady's working now, what it's supposed to do. Right, so we've got 1.25 inch hole. Need some accurate measurements now and bore that out to size, let it cool down obviously. I've zeroed the vernier on the core size of the thread. We need to take 0.35 of a mil out of there. Well, 3.5 mil, not 0.35. I'll put a 1 mil cut on. It should take 2 out of it. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Now I've got to go into the back of the lathe and put all the imperial change wheels in, which is a bit of a pain in the arse. It's always a good sign when that won't go in. I'll measure it again once it cools off. I'm just going to put a little lead on the start of the hole. Just use a compound slide just to... So when we push the thread, the end of the thread will be protected. This is a commercial 11 TPI screw cutting tip. I'll show you how I set the tip up to be square to the job. Simply loosen off the tool post and that face of the tip touches on something square, the job or the chuck. And that is absolutely 90 degrees to the job, and it is bang on centre height. Gearbox is set up, all ready to start cutting this 11 TPI thread. Once I start to cut the thread, I won't be able to disengage the lathe half nuts and just leave them engaged and reverse the lathe. That's a reasonable pace. We'll go up one gear from there. That's better. Okay, so we'll just simply touch this off. And get the light in a little bit better. Right, so it's touched off. I'm going to zero the DRO, zero the cross slide as well. Put a little bit of a cut on, then I'm going to engage the half nuts, and it will go through there and hopefully cut 11 TPI. We'll just check with the thread gauge that it is in fact 11 TPI. It certainly looks good to me. This should just about do it, I think, this last cut. Just want to get the air in and blow some of that shite out of there. Right, I think we'll probably settle for that actually. We'll do a spring cut exactly the same setting. It's just about there. One thing I should have done is put a chamfer on that edge there. It looks like a bastard razor blade. It's already getting us once. Right, so this is exactly the same setting, just a spring cut, and that should be the job done, or at least the jig done to make the job. People don't realise how long it takes to do a little simple job like this. Right, happy with that.